This year, don't you want to turn a new leaf? In 2023, don't you want to save more? Do you still want to always complain about saving? Do you want to make more money in 2023? This year, you really need to save more. Happy New Year, guys. Welcome back to the channel. It's still the same girl, your girl last year, your girl this year. M to the I to the D to the E to the... My name is Mide J. You're welcome back. In today's video, there might be a little bit of violence because I'm bringing all the dagger, all the sword, all the knives, everything I have to this video. Telling you the 10 different things that you need to stop buying in 2023. If you think you're interested in anything I've stated, just keep watching. If you really stop buying these things, trust me, you're gonna save more. Watch your savings go higher. This video doesn't necessarily apply to people that live just in UK, because I currently stay in the UK. You might stay in the US, you might stay in Nigeria, anywhere, Ghana, India, Korea, North Korea, South Korea, Afghanistan, Canada, wherever. This is a new year. Many of us, we are doing new year, new me. You know, new year, new me. There's so many new year, new me going here and here. I'll first talk about subscription. If you know that you really want to go to the gym this year, or if you're that person who normally goes in a day and they tell you to pay almost half of the price that you would have paid monthly, do monthly subscriptions. Put it on your direct debit. If you can't do yearly subscription, do monthly subscription, especially for your gyms. My gym, for instance, if you want to come for a day, you pay £8 for a day. 8 times 30, do you know what that is? That's more than £200. But if you pay £20 for a month, is that not it? You can go whenever you want to go in that month. That will even motivate you. Personally, I just tell myself, my £20 is burning. I gotta get my butt up and go to the gym. So whatever you do, daily subscription for, monthly, just rationalize things. Try to keep your subscriptions as a whole. Try to save on all these your subscriptions and watch how much you're going to save in a year. The second tip I'll be dishing out is to stop frequent visits to the shops. When you're coming from work, every time you're entering Sainsbury, entering Tesco, you're entering Lidl. You know, by the time you get there, people in the UK can attest to this. I don't know if people were in, I think, developed countries. The moment you say you want to buy, I think it applies everywhere. The moment you say you want to go to a shop to buy something, you start picking things that you don't even need. When you get, does it apply to only me? Please let me know in the comment section. When I get to it, I'm just looking at these things. I'm like, I don't even need this thing. Why am I buying it? I don't need this thing. Why did I buy it? So buy, it boils down to the third point, to buy in bulk. This year is the year. It's not the one you go to shop and buy scotch bonnets concolo like this, £5 or $5, and that's it. It finishes within 4 days. You're going there again to go and buy, and you keep buying. You just spend a lot of money. Your bottled water or whatever you drink, drinks, if you have children, people that have children, I think they can't even afford not to buy in bulk. Your noodles, your pasta, your pepper, your cereals, your milk, groceries, everything, toiletries, buy them in bulk for the month. It saves you a lot of money. Sometimes I advise people, you don't have to shop in Tesco and all these things. There are some wholesale shop like big Sainsbury. You don't have to buy in all those small Sainsbury that they sell small things. Go to the big ones. You will see tissue paper in bulk, everything in bulk, and it has a lot of discounts on them. So this will really help. Frequent trips to the shops, stop it. Let that die last year. Let it die in 2022. I'm talking to you. Yes, listen to me. All right, thank you. So now, having mentioned 3 points, my fourth point is that you don't necessarily have to go for drinks at a restaurant. Those drinks that you go and take in restaurant all the time, you can actually buy the drinks and come to your house and drink them. Yes, I'm not disputing the fact that sometimes gathering helps you. Of course, you need to be in the fellowship of the brethren. Do you get what I mean? But not necessarily fellowship, but you need to hang out with your friends once in a while. That's okay. I'm a social person too. You don't have to be, oh, I want to save and you don't want to go out. But sometimes those unnecessary trips we take, you know, to have a drink at a restaurant, sometimes they are not necessary. Sometimes you just need to buy those things and bring it to your house, and you even take it for longer periods. Sometimes we go to see, because of course some of these stores, they pay a lot of money to occupy the area and the space that they are, you know, selling You get what I mean? Where they're occupying, okay? So they pay rent, they pay all these things, electricity bill. They want to charge you a bottle of red wine that you might buy like £10, a bottle of prosecco that's about, let's say, £10 averagely. If you go to a restaurant to have a whole bottle of, you know what you're gonna pay? A cup, 50 meals alone, you can pay like £8. Do you get what I'm saying? So all these things, some of these habits, frequent trips to the restaurant, let it die last year. This year, you need to really scrutinize your spending, because it's, in UK, do you see the way things are going? Okay, so this year, I don't know what's gonna happen. Another point that I will want to deduce from the last one I just gave is that those dates with your co-workers, with your friends all the time, it's not necessary. Some people is every weekend. See, I'm very social and I go out a lot, but trust me, if I tell you that I usually use my senses, yeah, my dear, I use my senses. It's not every weekend that you go and have a date with your friend or with your co-workers like all the time. You end up spending a lot of money. These foods are expensive. These restaurant foods. When I went to Paris, oh my god, I ate a lot though, and I enjoyed myself but it was so expensive. That was when I realized, and they spend euro in France, right? That's when I realized that foods are quite expensive in restaurant. Italian restaurants, Chinese restaurants, like they are quite pricey. Sometimes, of course, you give yourself a treat once in a while, but it shouldn't be too often. Cut down that your restaurant visits. It's going to save you a lot. Sixth point on the 10 things you need to stop buying in 2023 is that some of you, I just want to ask, it's a very simple question. If you buy clothes, please, why do you, new clothes, like, okay, now thinking about it, maybe you dash the old one out, because right now, presently, my wardrobe is full. My wardrobe is full to the brim. Even where I keep my shoes, you don't want to see it's in a jeopardy. It's a jaga, because I don't even now to buy clothes now. I'm not interested, because there's nowhere to put them except when I find maybe like an orphanage home, like a refugee home, or wherever that I need to send it down, or someone doing an outreach, and those things are not too easily accessible in the UK. People that buy clothes too often, where do you put your clothes? Where do you put your clothes? You keep buying. You alone. Winter sales, you are participating. Summer sales, you are there. Spring sales, you are there. Even in the fall, winter, you are there, my dear. Is it only you? You have like 50 pair of jeans. Why? Only you. You have 13 orange tops. Why? Where are you putting them? Where? You don't have to spend, you don't have to buy clothes all the time, like clothes you don't need. Especially, this is another point number 8. Stop buying clothes that you need to wear just once. Sometimes those ones that you bought last year that you wore just once, dust them out and wear them this year. You don't have to always buy new clothes all the time. Expensive clothes that you just wear once. No. If you start doing all these things I'm saying, just give yourself to the middle of the year and come and testify. Just message me. I'm on Instagram. Mideje, thank you. Like, you don't have to even tell me, what am I saying? Just say, Mideje, I'm seeing changes, and I know where you are coming from. You see how much you are saving. Except though, if you are that person that you don't really buy clothes or shoes. Some of you always buy shoes. I know someone on this table, I'm shaking. Is a he, it's not even a she. If you watch this video, my dear, I'm talking to you. You are buying shoe every time. Why? Where are you going to exactly? Tell me, my dear, where are you going exactly? You're living in UK, you're buying shoe every time. Where are you going? Where are you going? Go, Logoni. Mofem, I wanna know. Maybe you can take me along. We don't really go out in this UK. You keep buying shoe, keep buying clothes. Some of you, your shoes are just there. Your room is looking like a boutique. This year, turn a new leaf. It's not a wedu leaf or okra leaf or hokasi leaf. I'm talking about a new leaf change. Moving forward, guys, another thing that you need to stop buying this year, or another habit that you need to stop indulging in, is impulsive buying. It just explains what, or it dwells on what I just explained. You go to a shop, You can't just this thing is fine, no, and they are telling you don't need it, and you're, let me just buy. It happens to all of us, no doubt. No one, I'm not trying to play a saint here, but I'm here to help you. Okay, you don't need it. You don't need it, my dear. If you buy it, you just bought it for rubbish. You just bought it for yourself. Some of these things you don't need. Stop the habit of impulsive buying in 2023. I've already said in the beginning of this video, I'm bringing violence, I'm bringing war, I'm bringing earthquake, volcano eruption, volcanic corruption, everything. Try to do all these things. Come and tell me. I'm repeating it. Come and testify. Okay? Another point, I think this should be the 8th point now. Some of us, you go to the shops to buy tea, cup of coffee. You buy coffee every day. You are buying coffee, cup of tea, cup of coffee every day. You spend, every time you are spending £2. £2 times, let's say you buy like 20 times in a month. That's how much. 2 times 20, that's £40. See, you don't know how much you're spending on these small things until you calculate them. There are some financial applications that you can download on App Store or Play Store, like Emma. I'll leave them on your screen, as you can see. Emma and some of other ones like that they will help you plan your finances. At the end of the month, it will tell you how much you're spending on every sector of your living, every aspect, I mean, of your living, for your feeding, your transportation, your stuff like that. Okay, like all those. Why not buy a coffee and tea in your house and make it every day? I know you hear these things a lot, but I'm laying emphasis on them. I have tried it towards the end of last year. I tried all these things and they worked. I'm not here, I don't bring you rubbish gist. I'm not here to just blab. I'm telling you the fact with evidence. It worked for me towards the end of last year, and that's why I said I will make a video on it. Those tea, those coffee you always buy outside all the time. Make your coffee. Try to learn how they make theirs. They don't do anything so different. I'm not saying you should not buy coffee outside, but it shouldn't be too frequent. Okay? Another thing is your transportation. This is a 9th point. Regarding your transportation, try to get Oyster cards. If you live in London, try to get an Oyster card. Try to, instead of paying, especially if you are new, I think people that are already living in UK for a while would know this anyways. Don't tap all the time. If you do this, you tend to spend a lot of money. Try to pay on your Oyster card. Try to get different cards. Get a rail card for people that travel out of their city or to other places often. Try to get a rail card. I'll leave a link on your screen and also in my description box to help you get a rail card in the UK. It's the way rail card saved me last year, guys. For a trip, if it's £80, you can end up paying like £58, £60. It can cut off £20, £30 off your travel. Yes, in case you don't know, in the UK, get a rail card for your travels. It's gonna save you a lot of stress. You don't want to keep paying a lot of money for travel. It's not worth it, especially if you are that person that travels a lot. 10th point on the 10 things that you need to stop buying to save more in 2023 is finally, in as much as I said that you should not engage in all sales, still there are some sales that you need to engage in. Yes, I just said so. Come and beat me. I'm just joking, but there are some sales that you need to actually engage in. Sometimes, for me personally, sometimes I want to buy clothes. I'm not an impulsive clothes buyer. If I want to buy clothes, I plan myself. I can say that I buy clothes like once in 5 months. Yes, because when I buy in bulk, and I buy when there is a sales. I buy towards that point, and that's it. I don't come off it. Except if things come up, like a friend's wedding, once in a while I want to buy things, to facilitate an outing. But apart from that, watch out. Wherever you want to buy, ensure you buy when there is sales. And when I say when there is sales, no, that does not mean you should. Some brands do pretty little thing, Next, Boohoo, Zara, they do a lot of sales, and you don't have to participate in all the sales. Just buy towards a particular sales and let that be it. I won't say it more than once. Yeah, thank you. Lastly, I would say that if you want to equip your house, try to buy during sales. Like I just said, you want to buy a washing machine, you want to buy a dryer, you want to buy anything that is very big. Ensure you buy it when there is a sales going on, except if you really need it and it's urgent, of course. And try to get cards like discount cards, finance cards that will help you to pay in bits. And with this, you are not only helping yourself, you are also building your credit score. You are strengthening your credit history. Argos, for instance, they sell a lot of equipment, they sell a lot of gadgets, they sell a lot of everything. try to get Argos cards, get things that will give you discounts, get blue light cards for NHS workers. You know, all these things. If you do all this, you will see how much you're going to save at the end of the year. You will be so happy about it. I can assure you that. So I hope with this few points of mine, I've been able to identify some of the things that you need to stop buying in 2023. If you like this video, please kindly give it a big thumbs up, okay? Share to somebody. I know you know somebody on your contact list, that person that is always buying something. They are always everywhere. They don't know that they should be buying things in bulk. You have told them severally, don't want to hear. There are so many points outlined in this video that you might want to share with somebody. Just like it, comment, share. Ultimately, subscribe to my channel. Tell somebody to, please. This is a new here. Tell somebody to subscribe to my channel, please. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Until then, you know how we do it. Peace and light always. Bye, guys.